and snorting up a long line of comedic cocaine. And only $20 for a 2-hour rush. What's not to love about that? P.S. You and your incredibly smutty backup band also left me with this encouraging thought. Maybe I don't have the filthiest mouth of any human being alive after all. It's true. No matter how filthy you are, you will feel better after watching the Sexy Liberal pay-per-view. Well, unless, of course, you're Rude Pundit. Oh, hi. Hi, Rude Pundit.
Hello. You should get a rainbow-colored version of that Stephanie Miller drug and hand it out at Halloween.
Yeah.
By the way, thank you for once again on Twitter explaining no one is going to waste thousands of dollars on fentanyl just to drug your damn kids. You want to really protect them, lock up, or get rid of your
Stephanie Miller.
Guns. Thank you. Oh my God. This is the stupidest of all the conspiracy theories. Drug dealers want to make money. They're not going to give fentanyl to your kids. No. Oh my God.
No. And I mean, I guess if you're that dedicated to a prank, but I mean, throw some gummy worm. Don't throw any gummy worms in. But I was thinking, when we were kids, it was their, they're going to put razors in the apples that they give you. First of all, F you if you give somebody an apple.
Right, exactly. That was the crappy house.
I'd use the razor in the apple to cut the bit. You gave me the apple.
Travis Louise
Exactly.
No.
But
Fresno gets
razors
harsh,
didn't even cost that much, and nobody ever did it.
Right. Yes, exactly. And then did you see the interview with one of the Trumpers? They're like, okay, so the kids are going to go to illegals' houses are going to give them fentanyl for Halloween? They're like, yes, because Joe Biden left the border wide open. He's like, okay, so illegals have houses.
Wait. They're thinking that the actual drug mules who know they will be murdered by cartels,
right,
if you give away the product,
yes,
are have orders now.
Yeah, they apparently are coming here buying or renting with drug cartel money houses whereby they can trick unsuspecting trick-or-treaters into taking a bunch of free fentanyl. Okay.
That's the thing that gets me on all of these conspiracies. They never think through what it would actually take to do this conspiracy.
Right.
Like you'd have to be a serial killer.
Right.
And you if you OD a bunch of kids on fentanyl, well, you're losing a good customer base there.
There you go.
Exactly.
Right. See? He's a businessman at heart, Rude Pundit.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Okay. So let's do another guess the quote.
Okay.
You retweeted someone who said, we're going to be leading a revolution in Congress. Biden and his family will be a top target. So will the CDC, FBI, DOJ, DOE, Homeland Security, and many other government entities that have abused power.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Cindy Bear.
No, that would be Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Oh.
And you just said I've been telling you and
I
telling you.
guessed Barney Rubble.
These lunatics are going to shut down the government unless they get everything they want. They're telling you ahead of time.
Yeah.
This will be a hostage crisis in order to destroy your Social Security and Medicare. As someone said earlier, I don't understand why anyone votes for them. They are telling you what they're going to do. And
because they made your white children feel bad by telling them that slavery existed.
Right, and was bad. Yes.
And because, the slight uptick in crime in some places means that it's just an immigrant-ridden hellscape out there where apparently if I step outside in New York City, I'm just getting shot in the face. So,
But that's the other thing that we have to drive home, right? I don't have it in front of me, but is it 8 out of the top 10 states, the most crime-ridden states, are red states? Yeah. They're Republican states. I mean, the problem is, what was that debate in Oklahoma with Kevin Stitt? The
governor debate.
Yeah, the woman running against him is Hoffmeister.
That sounds right, yes.
Not related to Hoffhar or for her. Yeah. But she said absolutely, of course, as Democrats tend to do, she cited a statistic correctly. That crime is worse per capita under Kevin Stitt in Oklahoma than in New York or California. And all he's like, that's not true. That's not true. Do you believe that? The crime's worse here. It's like, because all the yahoos will go, oh, yeah, that couldn't be, But it is absolutely true. The problem is, like you were saying with these moderators, they right there should have said, yes, that is true. That statistic is true.
Yeah, I'm way more frightened when I go visit family in Louisiana about crime than I am in New York. Because, you know why? Because we're used to being with people. Yeah. We're used to looking at and being out and actually at least noticing what's going on.
Yeah, sometimes
about
even people that don't look like you. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, yes, you're going to find a crime every now and then where nobody did anything because everybody was too scared. But it's like, I'm.
Well, they're gun states. They're
they're
the Yahoo gun states. Of course, they're more dangerous and the murder rates are higher.
Right.
Everybody solves everything with a gun there, right?
Yeah, I'm more afraid walking around the neighborhood where my family lives because nobody is out. There's nobody outside. It is empty.
Yep.
And it's like walking through a ghost town because everybody's huddled inside their houses. Yeah. And whereas I walk around in New York and it's like, oh, everybody's kind of hanging out. It's a neighborhood.
Yes.
I was gonna say last week or a week or two ago on John Oliver, he did a whole thing about crime reporting and how crime reporting is the easiest thing in the world to do. They drop all the balls. They say, oh, someone's suspected of this. If they're clear, they move on. But it's all designed to drive fear in these smaller communities.
Yeah.
That's all the news is.
Yeah. Well, your piece, which was very rude, could I just say, I don't recommend it for the youngins. But anyway, you just said the questions Republican candidates aren't being asked enough or at all. Like I just mentioned, this moderator in Oklahoma should have, because this is how we get to both sides do it. Is all this little lady said that the drives worse here. Do you believe that? And like that's right, given like credence to that's what she thinks. It's not what she thinks. It's what the statistics. Okay, don't get me started. You said we know if Republicans win back even one house of Congress, the whole place will become a nightmare of masturbating clowns, all cackling wildly as they rub and tug on their grease-painted genitals to a screaming. I don't know if I can say that.
Goodness.
And then declare they're ride or die Americans just engaged in old-fashioned horseplay to own the libs. Unfortunately, not enough attention has been paid to just how insane that is. The typical Democrat will say Republicans will take away your abortion rights and destroy democracy. What they need to add is, and they are scary clowns jacking off on the Constitution. All right, that is true and also extremely rude.
Yeah. Well, I wanted that. It's Halloween time. I wanted that image in people's heads of a screaming clown just yanking and wanking.
It's an insane clown posse masturbatorium if we let Republicans back in the House.
Terrifying.
It's going to look like January 6th. Poo smearing,